Today we welcome Mike Pollard. And Mike is not here to talk about songwriting. He's going to tell us about a festival that he MCs. A festival in the area, and it's called Hollyrood. Let's see what it's all about, Mike.
Can't wait.
Mike, I'm surprised that not every single person in the Quinte area hasn't heard of this festival. It's just crazy. How long has this been going on?
We are going into the 18th year.
Year
Funny
18.
story is this should be our 20th anniversary, but COVID shut us down for a couple of years. So in terms of actual shows, 18. This will be number 18 this year.
And how do you get a festival started?
You have to be a little crazy, certainly passionate. You have the vision, and you have to start small. And I think having some connection to the music industry and knowing when you can pull down some favors and ask your buddies to come out and start small and work your way up. And we listen to the crowd. We put out a sheet every year for their input, as well as, we ask a lot of questions on social media. What do you want? What keeps you coming back? And we try to fulfill what they want, because at the end of the day, we need them to buy the tickets to come out.
Right on, yeah. And whereabouts is it exactly? Because some people say, oh, is that the one up in Tweed? And it's like, no, it's not.
Not quite. You got to pull off before Tweed. So
Right.
You take Highway 37 north out of Belleville. It's about 5 minutes north, just down Harmony Road. It's pretty easy to find.
Right, and I've seen the big trailers out there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the advertising on the highway there.
We add a little bit every year. Yeah, we've got a 53-foot trailer that we put out on the 401 this spring. And
Nice.
on 37, at the rear end of our property, is we have a huge billboard there. So we feature 8 of the artists that are going to be appearing that year.
Right, what a good idea.
Yeah, so it's very, Highway 37 is well traveled. Obviously, the 407 is well traveled. So, we try to hit it up as best we can with the most traveled routes and get as many eyes on it as we can.
Good, good. And it looks like so much fun. Here's
It's so much fun. It's my favorite thing on earth.
this next video that we're going to watch is a couple of people that we've had on the show, actually. Deborah Lynn and Robin Scott.
Oh, sweethearts.
Are definite favorites in here.
Mm-hmm.
Red hair, green eyes, mixed up all the time. We both like country loving and living, kicking it up. cowboy blues. We both like singing that country music, the kind that takes us back home to our roots. But you got the wrong redhead, woo-woo. Different as could be, you got the wrong redhead, woo-woo. She's crazier than me. I like whiskey, I like wine, white lightning versus apple shine. Red hair, green eyes, mixed up all the time. We both love to give as much as we can. We both know how to stand our ground. We like honky tonks on a Saturday night. I got her back and she's got mine. All we wanna do is have a good time. But you got the wrong redhead, woo-woo. Really not the same. You got the wrong redhead, woo-woo. You better learn our names. I'm outgoing, I'm so shy. Don't let her fool you, she can be sly. Red hair, green eyes, mixed up all the time. Seeing all differences really ain't that tough. I'm back to the country. I'm country enough. Say you got the wrong redhead, woo-hoo. Different as can be, you got the wrong redhead, woo-hoo. She's crazier than me. I like whiskey, I like wine, white lightning versus apple shine. Red hair, green eyes, mixed up all the time. Red hair, green eyes, mixed up all the time.
The festival takes place on private property.
Correct.
How many days is it? Is this like a daily event, or is it a week long, or?
It can be. So the actual live music portion is Thursday night from 7 p.m. onwards. We run a full day program, 1 p.m. until midnight, both Friday and Saturday. We do karaoke for early arrivals on Wednesday night. And Thursday through the day, when there's no music program, we actually have introduced free line dancing lessons this year. And we open the field up for early entry. You can rope off your site, or you can come in with a weekend pass the Saturday prior and stay for the whole week at no extra charge. So sure, the shenanigans start Wednesday night maybe, but you can come in on the Saturday prior and set up shop and enjoy the property and the weather.
Wow, so people and families can come and
100%,
and
yeah.
make a.
And a lot of people utilize it. They love it, you know. And sometimes
Right.
they'll come from a previous camping trip or another jamboree, and they know they can just stop there, set up, go home, do their laundry, and then come back, or they just stay on site.
So people bring in their campers, their trailers, and so on, and
Right.
just call it a week.
Yeah.
That'd be it. That'd be really cool. And is there other attractions? You've named a couple, the line dancing lessons. What else goes on when the music's not playing, so to speak?
I think the best thing you can do is the jams. There are a lot of jam sessions, whether it's after hours or between sets. You can always hear music off in the distance. We have a lot of great vendors. We have a lot of great food trucks. You know, there's not a whole lot of time lapse once the music starts. Like I said, it's 1 o'clock and it is steady. We do a 2-hour supper break and let people, you know, that's when we're doing sound checks and doing changeovers on the stage, but gives people an opportunity to go and have a bite to eat and, you know, rest up for the night show. But yeah, karaoke is a big deal on the Wednesday night, and I think line dancing is going to be very well received this year. We've got line dancing with jazz, so we've got an 11 o'clock and a 2 p.m. session on the Thursday afternoon before the festivities start.
And the line dancing, is that new? The
That's,
lessons?
we did
Yeah.
it a few years back, and it went over very well.
Okay.
Just ironing out kinks about when we need the stage, when we need the field, you know, doing sound checks. So now that we had that big lapse on the Thursday, it seemed like a good time to introduce it again.
Right,
And we have a lady who's really great at it, and it was just a perfect marriage of sorts that she wanted to come and do it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the attendance.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Now, this festival is the same time every year. It is the same weekend. And
Correct.
what weekend is that?
Always the first full weekend in July.
Nice, okay.
Right, so we're July 2nd to 4th this year.
Really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have a video by Mudmen,
Yeah, Mudmen.
and man,
Extraordinary.
hold me down because I might get dancing.
Yeah, it's wild.
Hollyrood. That's sort of an unusual name. Pretty close to Hollywood. Where'd the name come from?
My brain has auto-corrected myself because I've said Hollyrood so many times in my life now that when I do describe Hollywood, I say Hollyrood and vice versa. And a lot of people have the acts, if I notice that if I'm policing the websites, it will say Hollywood sometimes. But the founder of the Hollyrood Country Jamboree, Glenn Jarrell, operated a very successful restaurant north of Belleville called the Hollywood Steakhouse. And I don't want to misquote the actual origin of the name, but there is some very deep, special family history with the name related to his grandfather in the war times. And to tribute that, he named his steakhouse after it, and he just kept it going with the Jamboree as well.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. I want to talk about the logistics of the festival. Like, how do you feed all these people, for instance?
Are we talking the crowd or the artists?
How about both?
Well, as you know, or if you don't, the artists generally have a hospitality rider. So they're coming in from anywhere in the world. In fact, we had Jason McCoy join us a few years back, and he was coming from Switzerland. And he was playing in Switzerland, and he had to be in Belleville the next day. So as you can imagine, they're probably hungry, and they don't have time to stop at a grocery store. So we're forwarded these riders some of their favorite foods, and I have a team backstage. His name's Brian Levitt and his crew, and they feed everybody. They look after them, whatever they need. And in terms of the crowd, we encourage, like, they can bring barbecues, and a lot of them, make their own dinner. We have a supper break between 5 to 7, so they can certainly make their own dinner, but most times people just go to the food trucks because there's such a selection. Delicious food, right? So there's no shortage of eats on the property.
So you get plenty of food trucks in there?
Yes.
And I'm sure that...
and we monitor that as well because we want to make sure that everyone is successful. So I guess what I'm saying is we don't want to have 10 chip trucks all in a row because we want primary chip truck A and B to do well for themselves, but we do mix it up. We've got pizza, we've got smokehouse ribs, we've got definitely a couple of different varieties of chip trucks with different menus. Mexican, there's so many things. One of my favorites is Mima's Kitchen, and they make like these huge gourmet sandwiches. They've probably got 16 to 20 varieties. And I like to eat, and I can't finish a sandwich. I have half for lunch, and I have half for a late night snack. It always comes with salad and whatnot. It's a fresher option. They've got soups and things like that. So kind of something for any taste bud.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun.
It's amazing. It really is.
You must have a fairly big crew, like during the event. A lot of people to monitor, I guess.
For sure. And that starts early as well. Like we have our core group who gathers to make the plans for the show. And we meet pretty much monthly, sometimes even more, just to iron out everything. Everybody has their own expertise, area of expertise. But for months, we're gathering applications for field volunteers, and that could be checking for wristbands, ensuring that people aren't smoking in the wrong places or glass on the dance floor, and we've got people cleaning the grounds. Water fill-ups, there's so many things. And we've probably got, I would say no less than 100 staff on at all times doing something, or at least on call. So, and it's a lot to manage, but it's a very well-oiled machine.
Do you get any sleep during these when festivals?
Not really.
Not really?
No, because I'm usually up trying to hammer out details and kind of go over my day's agenda and who's coming in and when. And so there's so many schedules and so many different moving parts. And so by the time I get that aligned, get the show off the ground, and then at the end of the night, once everything's done, and we get everybody out the door, the gate's locked up, the stage locked up, everybody's paid, and then the lights go down. It's usually 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So 4 hours a night is a good night, right? Thank goodness for adrenaline and passion, because it's a bit of a crash hard when I get home after that.
I guess, yeah. Now, Paige Rutledge did a song there, and
she's amazing. She's going to be the next big superstar. She's a tremendous songwriter and a sweet person.
Good. Let's watch it.
Oh yes, let's do.
One of their single girl songs. If you are, this song's for you. 5 days, it'll be 2 weeks since you grabbed your gun and gave back that key. Since then, I've been on one hell of a ride.
Mike, you've got a lot of hard decisions to make concerning the talent.
Yeah.
Concerning, that's why people come out. They want to see the big names and bands. You being a performer yourself, and you've got a lot of friends. I'm sure you know almost everybody in the industry. How do you tell people it's like, maybe not this year? You know, we've got to.
That's the part of my job that I detest.
Yeah, I can see.
I do. As I mentioned earlier, we ask the crowd what they want. We ask for suggestions, both doing polls on social media or actual, putting ink to paper at the event. And I also announce, anybody who wants to apply to be there, we're looking. And I get so many applications. I get hundreds of applications. I review each and every one. And but it is really tough because there's so much talent there. And if you think if let's say 100 people apply, which is a low end, I have 17 spots to fill.
Wow.
So 83 people are going to be disappointed just on that 100 alone. And it's hard for me to tell them no and try to make it make sense to them because it's not personal, right? It's just not the right time, or this is who I have now. Who's going to fit best within what's now? Because I sort of get that spidey sense of how things should align and how things should sound and what works together. And it's quite a process. And I'm already looking at acts for 2027 now, so it's quite a cycle to get through. But yeah, especially when it's people have worked so hard and they've tried so hard to build their careers, and I have to say no. I don't like it. And I actually sometimes I'll put up a post on my own personal page that says, everybody, I'm listening and I love you and I'm sorry, because I feel bad. It's not an easy part of the job.
How about the headliners? How would you go about getting a headliner? Do they have agencies? Do they have?
Yeah.
And you have to go through all union contracts, I'm sure. And
yeah, and that can be a little time consuming, and that's when our team gets together and we sort of put together a list of names who we would like to review. And so I have a couple of different agencies that I work with closely. And, I basically say, like, I'm looking for your price list for this year, or if there's someone specific that we're interested in, I go after for that. And, we make our offer. We have to review the rider, which there's a technical rider, which is all of the speakers, all of the microphones, all of the instruments, the backline. There's so many pieces there that we have to ensure that we have what they need to be compatible for the show they want to put on.
Right. Yeah.
And then there's, the food, the drink, the hotels, the flights. There's so many different things depending on where folks are coming from. Mm-hmm. And we just start making offers and we iron out the kinks that way.
Where can I buy tickets?
You can buy tickets at Front Door Plus. That's the online option. You go on to Front Door Plus under Hollyrood Jamboree. And if you're on our social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, I think PNP Media also uses TikTok. On the poster, there's an entire list of physical locations.
Right.
So, in Belleville, for instance, there's Arden's. All 3 Arden stores are in use: Trenton, Kingston, Belleville. There's several brick and mortar locations they could go to. But if you want to just do it easily and have it done online, Front Door Plus, they never miss. They're a great company to work with.
What's next for the festival?
Oh, well, we are going to have our actual 20th anniversary coming up. So I'm going to leave you in suspense because we do have a few ideas and we're stewing a few things. And, we don't change our format very much annually. We do it as needed. So I think you can expect to have the same format, the same style schedule, and I like to give something for everyone. A little bit of the traditional country and the roots, because that's where it all came from, right up to the national acts and the top 40 acts today, with a sprinkling of the fun in between, like the Mudmen, because they don't fit inside the country music box.
Right.
But they're relative to our crowd. And the first year we had the Mudmen on, we had them on at 4 p.m. And this was sort of me experimenting. Is my crowd going to like this? And at 4 p.m., we had a capacity crowd that I actually had to call out and have security come in just in case, because it was packed. So we do have a couple of names in mind and how we want to expand, but things will stay the same. It's not broken. We're doing well with that. The crowd seems to be engaging and coming back. So, it's just who we're going to have, and that's the part I'm going to keep you all waiting for.